Unacademy. Let's crack it.
There are no silly questions, and we thrive on answering all your doubts. While dedicated doubt-solving live classes are a part of every course, we also have the Ask a Doubt feature for quick resolution of doubts even after your live classes. Just click on Ask a Doubt, type your question or click a picture of your doubt, highlight one specific question, choose the subject that the question falls under, and share it with your educator. Let's crack it.
Unacademy. Let's crack it.
There are no silly questions, and we thrive on answering all your doubts. While dedicated doubt-solving live classes are a part of every course, we also have the Ask a Doubt feature for quick resolution of doubts even after your live classes. Just click on Ask a Doubt, type your question or click a picture of your doubt, highlight one specific question, choose the subject that the question falls under, and share it with your educator. Let's crack it.
Unacademy. Let's crack it.
There are no silly questions.
Hello everyone. Good evening actually. Lost track of time. All right, so I hope you're all doing good, and I hope you got some insights into that Ask a Doubt feature from Unacademy. Something that is going to be very useful for you because it is open to both subscribers and non-subscribers, so you can actually make good use of it. You know, no better time to make good use of Ask a Doubt feature. Okay, so with that, let's start today's class. So we are session number 15, and we are going to do some interesting division today, a special case of division using and it's a special case because we're going to deal with nines a lot, and 9 is a very special number, so we are going to kind of deal with that today, and that's what we're going to do today. Okay, so let me quickly, just a sec, let me check if
Unacademy.
okay. All right, I just had to switch over from the ad that was playing. Okay, all right. Okay, I think I've got started. All right, so let me all right, so you've seen the Ask It Out feature. Just quick introduction. You got to try the Unacademy Plus subscription if you really think that's some of the features of Unacademy Plus make it worthwhile for you. So do try out the subscription. You can check a lot more information available on the Unacademy portal. There's Unacademy Plus. There's also Unacademy Iconic for those who need that extra help in terms of personalized learning. And then of course there's Creative Corner. That Creative Corner has a lot of content in terms of extracurricular skills, special skills like music, magic, effective communication, all essential skills that are needed for the 21st or this next century, because sometimes we lose touch with the physical world, right? I mean, of course you're learning online, but these are skills that get you back in touch with the physical world. For example, Vedic Maths, you do a lot of pen and paper, right? Communication, you're away from digital devices, but you're actually communicating it to people, debating, public speaking. That brings you back to the physical world. So storytelling, for example, so great content available. So go after your passion. It basically helps you discover your inherent creativity. I really love that tagline of Creative Corner, because sometimes something that's inherent to you sometimes don't know until someone else tells you, or you listen to someone and you're inspired by them. Okay, so let's look at today's topic, and of course there's Anup YT10. That's the subscription code that's available for the month of Feb, that you can get a 10% off on the Plus, Iconic, or even the Creative Corner subscription. Try out the app, and you can download it both on Play Store and App Store. A lot of free features to try out. So with that quick 2-minute introduction, let me get to today's topic. We're going to talk about division by 9, 99, 999. Now they are all going to follow a very similar pattern, nothing different, but I'm going to just I listed them down as separate topics, so that we take it step by step. Okay. Okay. All right, so if you look at division by 9, I'm looking at a very small number now, 2-digit number. I can of course make it 3-digit, 4-digit. The pattern is going to remain the same. Okay, so now very first step is, let me just put this in a view mode so that I can do some animation here. Okay, so now watch this out. Okay, so division by 9 is very easy. What you do is, of course, you know what's quotient divisor, quotient remainder, dividend divisor, right? So our target in a division is to find out what's the quotient and what's the remainder. So basically, you're trying to find out how many 9s in 23, right? Simple problem. So what is going to be a quotient is going to be the first digit of your dividend, that is 2. And what's going to be your remainder? Your remainder will be 5. How did I get 5? I simply add the 2 digits together. That's all. Simple, right? I got it in one single line. 2 remainder 5. Now, how did I get it? This is not magic or anything. It is just proper common sense, right? In Vedic mathematics, a lot of things that you will learn, you will realize that, oh my God, it's common sense, and I can solve my problem faster. So let's look at 23. Okay, now I put 23 blocks here. Okay, and I've colored something in cream color or peach color, as you can call it, maybe peach. That represents each 10. Okay, so one line here represents a 10. So this is 23. Okay, so now what's my goal here? I need to find out how many 9s in this, right? So if I lay it down like this, this is my first 10, right? The very first line is my first 10. So let me go back to my mode here. Yeah, so I can easily draw here. I can annotate. Yeah, so this is my first 10, right? And this is another 10, and this is 3, right? So now what are you trying to find out? How many 9s, right? So I know in every 10 there will be one 9, right? So if there are 2 10s, there will be only 2 9s, right? That's what is possible. No, if there are 2 10s, there will be 2 9s. Of course, now you got to figure out the remainder, because if you see, if from 10 if I take out one 9, then there will be one left, right? This fellow's left, so that's why I put him in an odd color. These are all friends together. Maybe you can say, I've these are all people that I've clubbed together, and this is one 9, this is another 9, right? So this person is left out here. So now you understood how did I get my quotient, because I have 2 9s only here. Okay, now just look at this problem only, and this, any other number will follow the same pattern. So now I have 2 9s, right? So my quotient is actually 2. Now my remainder will be what? Remainder of all these digits, right? So how I am getting this is because I'm adding 2 and 3, right? And I'm getting 5. See, if you don't understand this, it's okay for the lower learners, or for the grades with who are in the learners who are in the lower grade. It's okay, right? I'm just trying to tell you what technique was arrived at this. You can simply, for now, understand that division by 9, a 2-digit number, specifically a 2-digit number. Okay, the quotient will be the first digit, and the remainder will be sum of those two, right? Clear, very clear, right? So now I'm just trying to explain how I got this remainder, right? These two are my remainder. So I've got, this is 2 and this is 3. And this will always be these 2 digits. It will always be these 2 digits, right? When you add them together, you will get a 5. Now, if you get a number more than 9, we'll tell about it. If you get a more than 9, a remainder can never be more than its divisor, right? A remainder can never be more than its divisor. Okay. So, but we will see that. We will see that kind of variation also. Okay. 2 remainder 5. That's what I got. So let's look at another example now. And I'll put that in this reading mode so that I get to show you the animation. Okay, so we did that. Now let's look at a few more examples. 51 by 9. You can easily guess it, right? 5 is going to be my quotient, and my remainder is going to be 5 plus 1. And look at this 34. 3 is going to be my quotient, and what will be my remainder? 3 plus 4, 7. Now here, look at this problem now. A little different. Why? Because my quotient is 4 and my remainder will be 10. Now, will my remainder be 10? No way, right? You can never have a remainder which is greater than your divisor, right? Because if you're having one 9, you better grab that 9 here. You give that one 9 to the quotient. I give one more 9. So I will have 5 9s, right? When I have 5 9s, then from that 10, 1 will go away, 1 9 will go away, I'll be left with a 1. So it's a 5 remainder 1. So if you understand concepts of division, this is a very easy cakewalk for you. It's easy peasy, nothing else. Okay, so let me just quickly recap that for you. 51 divided by 9, I bring down that 5. My remainder is going to be 5 plus 1, 6. Try out with any other problem. Okay, you will get the same result only. Try it out with a calculator also, you will get this only. Okay, 34 divided by 9, 3. 3 plus 4, 7. Similarly, 46 divided by 9, you bring that 4 down and your remainder is 10. Now your remainder cannot be 10, right? The moment you see it greater than your divisor, that is greater than 9 there, you got to give away one 9 off. All right, when you give away one 9, the quotient increases by one more 9, so that means it is 5 9s, right? Remember, the quotient, when I'm telling 4, that means I'm telling it is 4 into 9, right? So now it will be 5 into 9, so 5 9s, right? And remainder of 1. Okay, so I hope that was very clear. Now let's deal with get back. Yeah, now what if you have more than 2 digits, right? So it's going to follow the same pattern. Now watch very carefully. Okay, watch very carefully here. Okay, so get back to my drawing board. Yeah, so now what you will do is, when you have this number divided by 9, right? So what you will do is, now you will bring down this 2 first down here. Okay, then you will add it to this 3, right? When you add it to this 3, what will become? 2 plus 3 will become, I'm going to draw it very carefully for you, 5, right? Take 5 and add it to 4, right? When you add 5 plus 4, what do you get? You get 9. Now you take this 9 and add it to 5. When you add that, what will you get? 14. Now you have to separate your quotient and remainder. You know what? There is one digit here, right? So just draw one line here like this, and this divides your quotient, and this is your remainder. Okay. Now if you see 259 remainder 14, see, it can never be greater than the divisor. So you got to give away one 9. When you give away one 9, what will happen? This will become 260 remainder 5. So that's your answer. See, you're following the same sum digits only, right? In that other problem, when you had only 2 digits, 2 and 3, you took 2 and your remainder was 5. Now you got more digits, so you got to keep adding them. So I'll repeat that again. Let me do it. You can do it two ways. Maybe first, if you want, you can draw that line, or you can do the addition and then draw the line. Okay, so very first step is you bring this 2 down. Okay, you bring him directly down. Okay, then you take 2 and add it to 3, right? The next digit. When you take 2 and add it to 3, what do you get? You get 5. Now you take 5 and add it to 4. When you get 5 plus 4, what do you get? 9. And then you take 9 and add it to 5. What do you get? 14. Now remember, I'm going to draw one line because, oops, I wanted to draw that line in a separate color. That is why. Okay, see, I've drawn that line here. Now this is my quotient and this is my remainder, right? This is my quotient, this is my remainder. But remember, a remainder can never be greater than the divisor. So you got to give away one 9 here. You will give away one 9 here. 1 9. 1 9 you will give away here. But when you give this, you're not adding 9. Don't make the mistake of adding 9 here, because these are 259 9s. So you're giving away one 9. So this will become 260 9s with a remainder of 5. You will take away 9 from here. Right? So that's how you get your answer. So let's look at another example. 3325 divided by 9. So let's repeat it. 3 will come down. 3 will get added here. This will become 6. 6 will get added to 2, which will become an 8. 8 will get added to 5, which will become a 13. Draw that line and you got your answer 368. Remainder 13. but what you will do, you will give away one 9, right? You got to give away one 9, so it will become 369, remainder 4. That's your answer. Okay. Now, so I hope you understood division by 9. Very straightforward. All you're bringing the first digit, then adding the subsequent digits. Then you got to remember where to draw that line. You have one digit on your divisor, so you will draw one line. Now we will see division by 99. Okay, this is also going to follow the same pattern and nothing else changes, but there's one small difference. The only thing is you can't simply bring it down. You got to see how many digits in that divisor. 2, right? So you make pairs of 2. Okay, now what you do is you bring this down, you bring both digits down because you bring that pair down. So you bring 23 down, right? Then you add it to 45. When you add it to 45, what do you get? You get a 6 and a 8. So your answer is basically 23 is your quotient and 68 is your remainder. See, remember where to draw the line. The line will be drawn here because you have 2 digits now. Your line will be drawn here, separating the quotient and the remainder. So your quotient is 23, your remainder is 68. Easy, right? It's getting easy when it's a bigger number now. Easier than dividing by 9, because there you're doing single digits because there's one 9. Now in this case you're doing double digits. Now you can easily guess what it will be for 999, right? Or even 4 digits, 9999. That is also going to be easy, right? So that's the beauty of Vedic math. Sometimes I've always seen this, your small number sometimes is, you'll have more steps, but sometimes when the number is bigger, in certain cases, not in all, sometimes it's easier actually. It becomes easier to do the problems with that. Okay. So let's look at the second example here. Okay. So I hope you can easily now figure out what I'm going to do, right? 2 digits here like this, right? Then I will bring this 33 down, right? I will add it to 25 and then bring it down, so it will become a 5 and a 8. And I know my quotient and remainder. This is how I'll separate, right? So this is my quotient and this is my remainder. That's all. Okay. Let's look at 999 now. Okay. 999 also, as I said, before there were 2 digits, now you will make pairs of 3. Now it's okay if you don't get another, you feel that you're going to make pairs of 3 and there's only 2 digits, but you know what, this is actually equivalent to a 0, right? So it's actually equivalent to 0, 3, 4. It doesn't make a difference, right? So you bring one sec, 3, keep everything at 2. All right. Okay, so now you bring 34 down, right? That's what you do, 0, 3, 4, right? And then you will add it to 325. So what will come when you add it to 325? You will get a 3, 5, 9, right? 0, 3, 4, you bring it down and then you add 325 to 34, which is a 3, 5, 9. So this is your quotient and this is your remainder. And don't forget, you can draw that line here because this separates your quotient and this separates your remainder. On this side you get your quotient, on this side you get your remainder. So I hope it is very easy and you are able to really solve these divisions very quickly. Who knows, you might get this division and you are kind of doing this in a jiffy. You can get it in under 5 seconds, no doubt about it. I think it takes only 3 seconds. Not even more than that, because if you do it mentally, right, when you're doing it mentally, you are kind of already, that the quotient starts with a 0, 3, 4 and then keep adding it to the next digit. That's all you need to do, right? That's all you need to do. Separate out, write it in one full line, right? Write it in one full line and then just split it out, right? Just split out the quotient and the remainder. Okay, so I hope it was easy. Let's look at one more example now. (325 by 321), right? I bring 321 down as is. I add it to 325. So where I'll get a 6, 4, 6. This is my quotient and this is my remainder. Easiest, right? Easiest method actually. That's what I think. If you have not seen my other class, there is also, I did a session on multiplication by 999 and 999. That also, is very easy. Simple steps where you're just subtracting some digits and you're easily getting the answer. So do check that out as well. I'll maybe give you a quick 2-minute recap on that since we have some time now, because this topic was very easy, right? If we had a live, I mean, of course we're doing a live, there are more people on the class right now live. We could have done some quick polls and some quizzes to check out the answers. So I think, yeah, that's all I had for today. But let me do a quick recap in the interest of some more minutes that we have on this session. I hope you are able to get this. This is very straightforward. Okay, I mean, the very first time I learned this, I was thinking, how come this works like this? But then I did some research and I was reading and I got some materials where of course, it's the same place where I learned my Vedic maths. I found my teacher putting these in blocks and then explaining. Then it struck to me, okay, yeah, it actually makes sense, right? Now dividing by 8, dividing by 7, I had another class on division, special division, one of the earlier classes. There we focused on dividing by 9, 8, 7, 6. So very similar pattern itself, but I'm not going to cover now in this class, because same way as how you divide by 9, you can actually divide by 8 as well, you can divide by 7 as well, you can divide by 6 as well. So see, the idea is to cover all possible scenarios in the sense, all possibilities, right, of arithmetic operations, be it division, subtraction, multiplication, addition, and all that. So there's a lot of focus on, especially if you see in Vedic maths, there is the concepts of division is very strong. You have a crowning gem method, which is absolutely beautiful. Then for multiplication, you have vertically and crosswise method, very, very strong, right? So the division method is called crowning gem. The multiplication method is called vertically crosswise. And of course, for subtraction, you have the Nikhilum method, or all from 9, last from 10, or you have the concept of bar numbers. So there's a lot of concepts in Vedic maths. Maybe towards my last session for this YouTube series, I have planned out a special workshop that's going to be 1 hour, right, where we are going to cover a lot of these topics that we touched earlier on, right? And it's a good recap. Do join that last class that we will have, I believe, on the 28th of Feb. Is when we have our last class. Yeah, 28th of Feb, 5:30. So that class we will have till 6:30, where we will be doing a lot more operations that we did before. These are all the topics that we have covered before, and we will try to recap and bring them all together so that I give you one single view of what we did, right, and help you also remember and revise what you learned. Right, so it's very easy to forget these methods because you're not doing it on a day-to-day basis. The only way to actually remember this is constant practice. So what I would suggest is, we have a lot of these series already recorded out in YouTube. Go through them when you get time. It's all half-an-hour sessions. The actual session, there are a couple of sessions that may have I may have had some connection issue, but I will be posting a recorded session, almost worked on it, and I'll repost them. But then you should have access to most of the content, right? So go through it, and then I will see you in the next class. Maybe we still have 5 minutes, so I can just do a quick recap before we go, so that see, if I reinforce a concept the second time, it sticks around, right? So I will use the last 5 minutes just to recap, and so that it sticks around with you. Yeah, so this is okay. This was my other slide in which you have division by 8 as well. So if some of you remember, the same thing continues for 8. You bring 3 down, but this time when adding the remainder, you multiply it by a 2 and then add it, right? That's what you do for 8. And for 7, you multiply it by a 3 and then add it together. So that's how you get your remainder. So here the quotient is effectively 3, and your remainder is 3 into 2 plus 1. That's how 3 into 2 plus 1, or 2 into 3 plus 1, right? And for 7, it is simply put, you will multiply by 3, right? So your quotient will be 1 and your remainder will be 1 into 3 plus 3. So that's how you get 6, right? So easy. So I just told this because there is a relation to the same thing by division by 9. So that's why I told that right now. Let me get back to yeah. So division by 9, as I said, just a quick recap: 2359. If it was a 2-digit number, you directly bring down that 2, and your remainder is the sum of these two. That's it. When you have longer digits, you bring that 2 down, added 3 here, add 3 to 5, right? 5 plus 4, 9. 9 plus 5, 14 here. You separate it out because you have 1 digit here. This is your quotient and this is your remainder. Now remember, when the remainder is greater than the divisor, you give 9 here away, right? And then that's how it becomes 260 remainder 5. So same pattern for 99. You will make pairs of 2 because it is 2 digits here. You make pairs of 2. Bring this whole number down, 23. 23 you add it to 45, you get 68. So that's your quotient and this is your remainder, right? Division by 999. In this case, you have 3 digits, so you will make pairs of 3. And if you don't have another digit, you will simply add a 0. So you will always get pairs of 3, whatever is the case, right? Bring that down here. It becomes a 34. 34, you add it to 325, you get 359, right? That's your remainder. So this is your quotient and this is your remainder. So that's it. It's like very, very straightforward, very, very easy. Last example here, 3 to 1. You bring 3 to 1 down, add 3 to 1 to 325, you get a 6, 4, 6, right? So this is your remainder and this is your quotient. Okay, so I think that's it for today. I was able to cover it pretty fast. So I thank you for listening. If you're seeing this as a recorded session, I will see you in the next class. That's tomorrow, right? 26th of Feb. We will be covering some percentages, simplifying. How do you simplify percentages? A lot of percentage problems. You're finding out 13% of 44, right? We will be using the vertically and crosswise method, simple multiplication to solve percentages. So that's it for today. I will see you tomorrow. Okay, till then, goodbye. And as they say at Unacademy, let's crack it and do go after your goals. Stay positive and stay energized always. Mathematics is a great subject to keep you engaged. You can never get wrong with mathematics if you understand the concept, you practice it, you will never get wrong, because you will always get the correct, you will always get an answer and you will know for sure that it is the right answer. That's one thing about mathematics, that that it can be either right or wrong, right? And it's not very subjective. It is very, you will get a yes or a no. Okay, so that's the beauty of mathematics, and I hope you enjoy it. See you another day. Bye bye.